Hello and welcome back to Personal Code of Conduct. Last week and basically the whole of July has been worse than me, meaning I've not had motivation to exist. But I don't know, I woke up kind of bouncy this Sunday, and even though it was raining, I went through the motions and I went through my full walk. I've been eating too much. Let me not even deny it. My calves can tell. My upper body is still skinny as fuck, but like my calves can tell that I have been eating a lot. And I'm like, Dio, you look great. Don't ruin your perfect physique. Not me being miserable and yelling that last week where I was like I lost audio, yada yada yada. Wednesday came around, the time where I was supposed to record the midweek audio that I was like, oh, I'm going to record, not feel less miserable on Sunday. And I didn't. I'm consciously refusing to do things. I think tomorrow when I go to the office physically, I have like the ginger to make sure like I get signed up to my fucking projects, and I don't I think it's time for me to start hounding people so that people will not use me to do football. Like wrap everything in a particular project and call it a sign off. But the thing is that when is that one going to get a sign off? I'm tired. They should just sack me. But I need to be serious about what I want to do in my life. That I need passion. I need tasks I'm supposed to complete within a reasonable amount of time. Then I wouldn't be stressed. Then I need, or if I'm going to create, I don't know. I'm just nonchalant and I don't like it. But uh, I'm exhibiting chronically online behaviors, not because like, oh, okay, like obviously you're going to go and talk about yourself randomly into the void of the internet, and you're not somebody famous, and an employer can look at this and be like, oh, like somebody who goes around talking about themselves on the internet is not somebody who wants to employ, which is something that greatly terrifies me. Like, are people googling me and this is coming up? Because I try as much as possible to be reasonable, to try and offer advice. Oh, I remember I said like the week before the week that this was going to be about me learning CPP. Funny enough, for the past 2 weeks, I've been writing mostly Python code. Like, I know I hadn't, other than like maybe for a few projects and whatnot and a couple of articles, I haven't really been writing Python. And when I've been writing Python, it's like has been mostly for analysis and engineering. And I find myself mostly for data analysis, not even data engineering. And I find myself, as of late, writing a lot of Python for data engineering. Okay, basically, like, writing and reviewing ChatGPT's code. Okay. Reviewing ChatGPT's code that is for data engineering. But I realized, like, I have actually been writing a lot of Python as of late. And I'm starting to wonder, like, I need to know a programming language deeply, but I don't know if anybody who uses Django and Flask for their infrastructure. Like, is it really worth it for me to learn CPP? I don't know. And the way, like, you know how everybody was hyping all that, you know, how everybody's used to hype how mechanical engineering was so hard, yada yada, only brilliant people, and I'm just like, it wasn't that hard. Obviously, to get the first class, you have to be responsible and willing to put in effort and be social and know where the answers are and be lucky or join. But like, it wasn't difficult. So far, you did what was required of you. You did the bare minimum. Like in my own opinion, the bare minimum is doing all your assignments, doing all your essays, and be prepared on time for exam. You don't even have to like and read what you read, sleep well. That's like in my own opinion, bare minimum. And the bare minimum will get you a 2-1. You don't have to be fucking stressed at the end of the year. So like I don't think it was that difficult. When I started like programming and looking for layers and this one. But I feel like my thought process of I don't think anything is that difficult if you have a proper plan and a motivation to do it makes me sound kind of condescending to individuals who put in a lot of effort to learn something and are still like trying to put their head above water because like it's overwhelming and they had to do so much in so little time. I'm like, wow, says the girl that cannot keep anything beyond functions in her brain when it comes to programming. it's as if I'm never going to properly write object-oriented programming and object-oriented code. It's as if I'm probably never going to get classes. I'm probably never going to do that. Probably. Or maybe I understand it better in C++ as opposed to Python. Because I see, maybe because my applications for Python, I have no reason to code like that. I'm such a notebook girly that I'm like, I don't see myself realistically going, oh, I'm using this thing often enough that it needs to become a function. Or I need to create a list of classes in a pseudo MongoDB type situation. I just don't see myself coding in that manner. I think it's just because I'm a notebook girly. I'm just so variable focused. Because I don't do things often enough for them to become functions. But maybe I should be doing things often enough to become, especially now that like I've been applying more to like data engineering type roles, because I realized that I am basically a really good BI engineer. I handle all my warehouse management. I handle like the full front end to like the full end to end process to visualization projects, from the whole meeting stakeholders, dealing blah blah blah, rubbish. But I think I want to have a big team. Like for now, somebody should just tell me what to do while I try to find consulting projects in my spare time where I do the end to end thing. Cause like I'm tired of doing the end to end thing with no political power. Who the fuck is Sunday? It's terrification. Sure, let me cut this. Sunday? Who is that? Stop. I almost cried thinking I've lost audio because I'm so fucking sleepy. Like the way that I'm sleepy, it's like a special way of recording this thing. And one random human being called me in the middle of the recording, so I lost like network connectivity, and I'm like, fuck. I was so worried that I lost audio, but thankfully I did not lose audio. So I was able to like upload it when the internet came back. And you know, it has made me pissed to the point that I'm not even going to attempt to check who the person was and call the person back. But I'm thinking it's one random dude I met while struggling to get from my sister's house to this place, and I'm having to walk a ridiculously long distance off the street of Lagos. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that. I'm definitely sure I'll have talked about it dramatically on this podcast. So yeah, I think it's that person because it's so fucking I don't know, it's weird. I'll probably check maybe like tomorrow when I'm less pissed. I just ate like Indomie, 2 eggs and suya, and I still feel so hungry, and I'm like, hey, is it that I ruined my metabolism with rubbish? But like I don't, as of yet, I think I'm not gaining any weight, but like nah. Or have I just magically gained 2 kg? I don't know. We'll be fine. But I feel like I have my ginger to exercise again, and I want to change my routine to be more like running focused. Like just run to infinity. Then obviously I like the way my shoulders and my arms look, so I need to switch to calisthenics in this house. Then I need to switch to calisthenics in this house. Then run, but I still need to do like a full body day. I feel like once a week of working out is enough to maintain my muscles. Like I don't think I would like to get more defined, but I also want to feel like, I think I just want to maintain these muscles and like lose fats. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm not responsible, but like I will try as much as possible to do like good body weight stuff and more running and more skipping. Fuck, I'm tired. I want to sleep for all of eternity. Like, you don't realize, like, the way sleep is catching me right now. And I'm like, I slept well yesterday. I can't be that fucking tired at 9 o'clock. Like, what's going on? But I think it's just like, oh, you had responsibilities and I ignored them. I won't say a relatively productive Sunday. Like, I listened to like most of Eisenhorn's Xenios today because I was playing it in the background while I was working on my article, doing research. On Saturday, I actually got my lazy butt off to properly realize that, oh, jobs are not just floating in the sky, they're scarce as fuck.
I don't know. I really don't know. And oh yeah, like I have like massive levels of imposter syndrome because I feel like I don't know anything because I'm the head of my department and I'm able to do so freaking much. But like I don't know if where I'm doing this is right, if it's efficient, if I'm not just wasting time, if I'm just doing them and they work well and I'm picking up all sorts of tips and tricks. But like I'm a kind of person who likes standardization. I would like to lead, but I want to lead where the tax and whatever. The thing is, I shouldn't be dealing with this amount of interaction with stakeholders at least so early in my career. Unless it's like that is my particular job where I'm a business analyst and I'm gathering requirements. But like, and again, why am I so fucking tired? Like, I get that I work 8 to 5, but like, who doesn't work 8 to 5? Like, who doesn't work 8 to 5 in this country? I said maybe government people, but like, it's like every shred of energy and liveliness and happiness is gone. No, like, and things I don't know. I'm just nonchalant, and I need to sort this thing out. I need to take charge of my feelings and put myself in a position where I will do well. I will not work myself to death, and I will reasonably put myself to take charge of things. I think, sort of. I need to be a serious person for my own career. I need to push my friends to achieve things because I'm very sure I've mentioned this thing millions of times on this podcast. I attract people like me, people who are brilliant but are not adequately applying themselves. And I want to be there for them to succeed, and for that I need to be liquid. I need cash, and I need to be responsible enough to pack myself together and go and find that money. But money is hard to find, like so fucking hard to find. Oh god, it's hard to find. I mean, the thing is that you feel less unique because there are so many people who have the exact same idea as you, but you don't want to go on full consulting because you don't have the confidence. I should restart my Fiverr and continue training people on Power BI. I'm tired, man. Ask me your Power BI questions. I'll answer you. I don't know. I how do I describe this thing? I want to do well. I want to be liquid, and I feel like I'm going to like bite myself in the ass by putting. But the thing is, like, by putting 30k USD, when I saw, like, the average Indian data engineer slash analyst person makes like $16,000. But I was like, that they're probably talking about like how much you're paying. Yeah, they're getting paid in India with Indian currency with Indian companies. It should be more than that for like foreign companies now. At least that's the hope I'm betting on. I sure don't want Naira. Oh god. No. No. Fuck. Oh, I was so scared I lost this thing. Like, this entire ordeal is making me terrified that I will lose audio, because I remember feeling so fucking defeated that last week Sunday and just tired. I'm like, is this how like my routine for the last 2.5 years is just going to magically end like that? And this one and that one and that one. Okay, I started this in October 20. Oh my god, it has been long. I want to I do like listening to old podcasts, and I don't think I've changed, which is what really terrifies me. And the fact that I think what my main issue right now is that I give up on opportunities too easily. Well, that has always been my problem. But the thing is that my problem before was nonchalance. Now I have interest, but my fear of, like, the thing is, my nonchalance in my youth was, I don't want to do it anyway. Now my real problem is like like being terrified that I'm actually incapable. And I'm like, was that the root of my nonchalance in my youth, where I was worried I would fail? So I should have just done Cisco and learnt what language were they teaching, C or something, and become a network engineer and learn assembly. I moved to Prague. Like I'm thinking of like one Cisco guy in my network. Like some people are just so freaking far ahead in my career. Like it had me even going back into secondary school thinking like, was I a mean girly because I said one mean thing, and because I'm an individual who's always nice, always kind. I don't. I'm just always nice, always kind, always respectful. It really terrifies me when something mean comes out of my head. And I've been thinking about like myself as a human being, and I realized that there are a lot of things that I did not have emotions for, but because like even though I would consider myself brilliant, I wouldn't say that my mind is like super fast. So I would feel myself digging into my index of opinions that I've heard and pick like an amalgamation of like the most popular one. Like it might be different opinions, but like a general clump of information and regurgitate something else. Like, and I realized, what did I really think about this thing? Why did I give that reaction? Why did I give that opinion? This is not what I think. I've never thought about this thing. So, but I just looked into my index of thoughts and picked out a ball of the most common opinions. And I was like, oh my god, you've probably heard people saying these things, but like, I was nonchalant. And they had the whole idea of like, I don't know who was telling me that like they like how I didn't care, and I was offended because I was like I don't care, but like the whole goal is for you not to notice that I don't give a fuck. I guess. Oh no, has this thing been recording? It doesn't look like it's recording. Oh my god, the timer isn't moving. Let me stop recording. No, I'm not going to deny it. I have some very chronically online takes, and I'm like, I should go outside and meet people. But the thing is that meeting people is so draining. Jesus, like, I like it when all of us are working. Like, we could work for like 10 hours. It's like working with people and everybody's moving towards the same goal takes the edge out of working than when you're just working alone and you're trying to figure it out alone. But like working alone is also great and awesome. But like just bouncing with people is so freaking tiring. Like, but I need to stop chronically online takes and read more novels instead. And read more novels, leave YouTube alone, leave YouTube shorts. I think it's making me sad that like the world is irredeemable or what kind of rubbish like that. But the thing is that even if the world is irredeemable, I only have like what tops like 70 more years. Like, and even that 70 more years is like being very generous. With all the chemicals I have in my body, like I always say, I'm probably going to have something or the other before I die. So like, yeah, this is being very generous. I need to lay in my bed, take my clothes downstairs, peel my face. I keep forgetting to peel my face. Or maybe I should make it a Tuesday. Like immediately I get back from the office on like a weekday or something to peel my face. Because it's so easy for me to just not take care of myself because like I won't say I'm a rot, but like I should get back to running because I'd be even more miserable if I find myself waking up above 70 kg again. We'll be fine, we'll be healthy, we'll exercise, we'll move. You want to be 58 now. You're currently 64, but you look a lot skinnier than 64 because you're lower body heavy, I think. But you want to be 64. So now I'm thinking like I have massive like calves. Okay, and because I haven't been working out a lot, I've lost like a lot of muscle mass. It did not look so weird and sagging. I don't know. Maybe I do have corporate ginger. I'm going to switch my data sets. I'm going to speak to business people. I'm going to decide what it is I'm going to do instead. And I'm going to ask for the PBX file. Somebody just switch it to asset management and we'll see what's up. Oh, I'm tired. Like, really fucking tired. And I want to exist well. I want to be happy. That's always the goal. And I need to know what is going to make me happy. I need direction. Who is going to give me direction? I don't know. I need friends who are at the same spot in my life. Because somebody who is like where I am financially,
is not where I am emotionally. The people where I am emotionally are not where I am financially. Need somebody like a friend, obviously a friend who's at the same spot in my life, and we will work towards making a lot of money, and and then do other things after we've made money. Money is hard to come by, like really hard to come by. I never realized it was this hard to come by. And every time I keep saying it's too late to do something, somebody else does it and it works out for them. And I'm like, there, why are you like this? But yeah, like build something. I don't want. The thing is, I think I want to keep it completely web based. So I'm thinking plugins, where like plugins require an intimate knowledge of whatever it is you're building for. But I'm thinking plugins. Maybe I don't think video game plugins. I need to also get like a webcam. I don't think video game plugins, but like I need plugins. And also like an app to make my phone a webcam. I should look at ways to do that. I actually should look at ways to do that. Make your phone a webcam so that it will not be cheap and you have like good lights. Maybe you should get a ring light. You don't need a ring light, you have like a proper lamp light on your face. Because it's interview season, baby girl. It's interview season. We'll be fine. You do well, we'll be fine. We just have to be fine because there's no other option other than to be fine. Well, has been a personal code of conduct. Dio will learn C++ the way she learns Dax, the way she knows Python. Not from documentation, but actually having to do projects, then the stuff sticking with her when she needed to learn it. And people showing her and giving her assignments and whatever. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Do I need that much structure? Or maybe it's time to like throw everything in the dustbin and look for data engineering scholarships. Like a traditional master's. Yeah? Yeah. Look for a data engineering scholarship, a traditional master's, and finish this shit. Well, has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive day. A productive week. Hopefully by the end of this Sunday, because we're having like the corporate retreats, I will have energy and the ginger to resume my life. Yeah. Has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive week.